find out. So Team Mister versus no proper guild there. What are they playing under? It's
sorry, I'll have a look.
realize you got no real life, right? No, it's.
I think it was special snowflakes.
Really?
Let me double check. Don't know why the brackets.
No. Seisho, that's toxic community.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, cool. So where are we? 230 points to Blue, who is going to be the team of Team Mister. Red team are currently on 145. They are going to be Toxic Community. Toxic Community winning in the first round versus Special Snowflakes. Of course, having a look at the waterfall, which has just been cleared up by the Red team, which will give them a 1 cap versus the 2 cap of the Blue team currently, which means that the Red team are going to start pushing in towards the mid with a potentially 3 ticks on the midpoint to decap that and potentially retake
now they
it.
chase Swiss off point there. The decaps comes. Guns and tools couldn't get on point quick enough, and the damage is just really going on to Swiss, going down off point, of course. Then Tayskin trying to get in for the rest, but it's not going to happen. Too much AoE on that. Stomp comes through. Tayskin putting down the Elixir S there to survive and get out of that. The 2 engineers supporting each other to get out of that one alive. And Siju the target, of course. The Necro. Who else?
Yes, I'm rejigging myself and making sure I don't call people the wrong names.
That's the problem if you jump into a game that's been going on a couple of minutes already.
Which is why I dislike you. A bit of pressure coming onto Guns and Tools there with his heal coming out. He was able to get out of the node and just get a bit healed up.
Getting the decap now in a 1v1 against Mr. Law. We've seen Elementalists can beat the Power Ranger. Will they be able to now as well? It's pretty much the most favorable matchup against the Power Ranger.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there, mate, to be honest. But we did see Guns and Tools kind of actually doing quite a nice job of coming back into node there and trying to apply some pressure, but has actually needed to move back out of the node to potentially help out his friend Mr. Law, who is getting done exactly like you said by Sakaraz at the moment. Am I saying that name right? Sakaraz? Yeah. If I say it the same twice, it's fine.
Toxic apparently won the first game. I've heard from somebody in chat. I hope that's right. I'm just going to believe him now.
Okay, yeah.
Because he tried to correct you when he said they won against Hugging, I think, or was he correcting somebody else? I don't know. We're just going to have our eye on the match, which is currently going heavily in favor of the blue team here. Still, the 2-point is ticking. We have Demon Lord completely alone. No Swiss Lips being chased all over the place, around the rocks, around the cliff on the side. Sishu is just on him. Is Sishu on a... That's also a problem, not knowing the builds, what they're on. Sishu, is he power? No. Normal Condi build.
He's on Dagger.
Yeah.
I just saw the heal. He's using Signet Restoration, so he's using Dagger for sure. He's actually getting taken down from behind by Guns and Tools. They've actually won the quarry fight easily. They might get a 3 cap here.
And they are getting the 3 cap. They are past the 350 points mark, which means potentially that Team Mister could just clear all of this with a simple Lord kill, but they don't have to because the 3 cap is holding strong. We have Tayskin on 1 point, the other one is being held by Law, and then the team fight is also going pretty well. Sishu down, Res not quite getting there, the knockback to interrupt the Res also knocked back Sishu out of the range of the stomp, but that doesn't do much difference. I think Titanium has given up or disconnected. One or the other.
Not too sure.
Yeah,
either that or he knew he'd
lost. I think he has given up. So that's going to be the equalizer, 1-1.
It was pretty much, yeah. And this is technically we're streaming 4 games at the moment, which is not bad. Yeah, they've definitely, with that whole flip over to the 3 cap, there's no coming back from that almost. It's able to snowball so easily into the flip.
I had them the wrong way around. No, I didn't. No, wait. Oh, I have...
Nope.
Sorry, guys. I didn't press enter. The person in chat was correcting me. I hadn't pressed enter on my little tool there, which means there was still team pugging on the overlay. Again, quickly switching into a game that can be troublesome at some points.
Indeed.
Mistakes are approaching.
I'm sure people aren't that too bothered. I'm not sure what's going on in the map actually in the moment. We've got a win, but no advance onto the next server. Oh, there we go. Whew. I keep panicking that I've got DC. This is terrible. Final game then.
You need to get over your fear. Concentrate on what's important.
Like my lack of connection. So having a look at, maybe we don't need to go into the team builds of Red Team. I'm not sure if you want to very quickly.
Well, I can show them while they're waiting. Just give them the go. We don't need to really talk about it. I think it's all standard handle with the battle standard. We have a normal pistol, shield, NG, Balthazar runes, rabbit amulet, Sishu on his... Oh no, it is a power necro. Wait, he switched to power necro now. Because I'm pretty sure he had... No, did he have?
Who are you talking about? Sorry. Seishizo.
Seishizo. No, he was... I was just confused that he is a power necro without a lich.
He's doing the life force before the game. So he'll get the life force off.
No, he had plague in the last game.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he might have been conditioned. Was he playing? He wasn't.
Switch
was
around
he
now. He was playing Dagger as well. I'm not too sure.
I can't remember.
Suddenly switching stuff.
Yeah,
and a Dagger Elementalist with the fiery greatsword on Sakura's.
Awesome. Probably sticking that down as well for anyone that needs that activity. Looking at the NG as well. Look at him.
It's pretty handy, especially with a team like this where you don't have that much mobility. The last one, if I remember correctly, was a Bunker Guardian.
Yes. I think with this setup it'd need to be as well.
Yeah. And
nothing really different from the NG.
Handing off a fiery greatsword is pretty handy there. If you have a team with this, with not much mobility. Even though an engineer still has the speedy kits, I know. Oh, and using Elixir R?
Yes, that was the only thing I was about to mention as well. Pardon me, which is going to be good for those reses, of course, and also the curing.
Switch to power necro. Okay, I wasn't completely all over the place. Oh, they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, and he's gone for Rune of Traveller to offer up a little bit more speed around the map, so that's going to be nice. And we did have Swiss on Power Necro as well, as I do remember correctly. He is, indeed, using exactly pretty much the same setup. So yeah, that's going to be quite interesting.
His was the Celestial Necro.
Oh yeah, that's correct. That's correct indeed. Is he still using it? Yes, he is. That's actually paying off quite well then, actually, for them.
Yeah.
Good. And hopefully we're going to see it ready up. We are back and in the game.
Do they even know that we're spectating them?
Yes.
Okay.
The last game.
Now, Briggs is, law disconnect. You see crashed, so it's gonna be a bit longer.
Oh well, what can you do?
Okay, so
broke the law.
What happened in the first match? Was there a disconnect? I mean, we had Team Mister being really strong in the later half of the game, where they definitely did not have a disconnect.
Red Team had a disconnect in the second game, which in Legacy, the one we went into. Yes.
Okay, so maybe they just weren't able to come back from that. At least not quite. But ending it with a 3 cap, still strong.
Yeah, but the thing is, you get a DC, and like you start to win the fights, and you start to out-rotate easily. Then, especially on that map, and then the whole thing can just snowball to a ridiculous degree. And the thing is, they're actually playing pretty well.
Titanium is on Scepter Focus.
Okay.
And not on
Keeping
Mace
them locked
Focus.
down off the post. Now that's good, really, as well, because he can actually, especially on things like the midpoint, he can just peer over the top, and to make sure he gets those caps, like the shield, in a way, it keeps them off the node, you know. If someone's off node, he can keep them off node, and he can offer up that kind of support with a little tiny bit of extra damage, of course, as well, and also locking them down with the scepter-free chains of light, of course, which does add some nice stacks of vulnerability as well, so it is going to help in some fighting as well. So, you know, in this map, as they're running round to the midpoint, he can lock them down and potentially actually just get the point, maybe, if he's up there trying to get the cap.
Yeah.
Kind of the logic I would use, I guess. He's just gone out. Maybe he's hiding. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's completely not doing that. Guns and Tools is doing a nice job, noticed as well, actually. Kind of impressed with Guns and Tools on the side of Team Mister, of course.
We
shouted very loud.
We have a double NG team, which is kind of your wet dream, isn't it?
Well, it's not a turret NG, which is probably what most people would say. I'm joking. I'm absolutely joking. I barely play turret NG anymore, just to try kind of troll sometimes because it's fun.
It is fun.
I still have fun playing it. But yeah, I mean, they're playing it fantastically well with these two guys, to be honest. In combination, they're both doing so well at supporting their teammates. People like Law and also Swiss need to be supported because they can be burst down very quickly because their builds, and you know, they're quite squishy builds. I mean, Swiss is a little tiny bit less squishy just because he's gone for Celestial, but still, they do need some support at different times, and they're really doing such a nice job working together. I actually think by the first game that we saw that you would consider them to be maybe a team that does practice together to some degree, even just casually. This isn't just like a not together team completely. It feels like they've played together in some kind of way before. Either that or it's just some kind of synergy which has just worked out ridiculously well. Or they're good players. Could be just that, you know. But we are waiting for Titanium.
With the Power Ranger on Law being in there, it kind of went into the carry and support scenario here. Well, for everyone who maybe watches a little bit of League of Legends, with somebody who has that much damage potential, but even though we have Entangle, we have what is it? Is it Signal of the Stone? No, what is the?
Is that the Conde removal?
Yeah, he has a couple of defensive cooldowns, but not that much, so he needs to be protected, and that is kind of what they're doing.
Yeah, Signal of the Wild is a nice defensive cooldown with that stability, of course, and that kind of passive. Or is it their heal regeneration? Sorry. Which is actually really nice. So we are going to see the next game starting now.
Yes, we are. It is going to be the deciding game in the second semifinals here. Toxic Community on the red side, Team Mister on the blue.
And we've the split coming out currently. We are going to see. Oh, we're going to see the Red Guardian, Render Engineer, actually shooting off that trip potentially towards the mid with a 2 split coming out from the blue team, going straight over to the windmill.
Oh,
very
Sakura's there. Was he pulled off? It almost looked like a Heartseeker there. Of course, didn't get the cap on that. So just in time, both of them made it. Now the reinforcements from Terran coming in to make it a 2v2. A nice lockdown on Swiss to get him down quickly. Now going off point. We also had the supply crate drop already. They wanted to make it quick, but it is going to be a fairly long 2v2 there.
Ah, but the Treb is coming in as well, Nick. I think we see Guns and Tools is ranging to try and take out the Treb from a distance with those grenades, which is a nice way to do it, to be honest. There's not much that the Nifriel can actually do about that, so he's actually had to push off the Treb.
Nice job in mid from Law, just taking out Shizo. One class with a lot of damage potential, killing another class with a lot of damage potential. He was a Lich, but he didn't stay there for that long, and it wasn't enough to get either one of them down. Oh, both got off point, but Mr. Law coming in fast enough to keep it neutral in mid. So now points are coming in for Team Mister.
Yeah, but look at Demon Lord's actually being able to get over towards that windmill just in the nick of time to pick up his player there as well, and they've actually got this in a 3 versus 2, I do believe. Although we do see the red Necro Sage is coming back up into node just as Terran is in a little bit of trouble on 5k HP. That is going to slowly be regenerated as the pressure has been put on. Oh, back onto the blue Necro Swiss. It has gone down just off node, secured down coming out from Terran. He is very low on HP with a lot of conditions on him as well. He has been able to clear those, which is quite good for him, but still a lot of pressure on him. He's going to go down with Sage and Sakuraz coming down for the res. Very good job from those guys. It looks like they're going to push the blue team out, possibly leaving Demon Lord on that node, which is not going to be good for the blue team, but they do have a 55-point lead at the moment. 58-point lead.
With Demon Lord, they still have the ability to keep that neutral for quite a while, and I don't think he would be able to properly disengage. So leaving him there for the time being, and especially with Law clearing up the mid fight, bringing down Titanium, and now getting the cap in mid, now they should fall back.
Yeah, they should really. They don't want to feed this point, if at all possible. I mean, we did see over on the opposite side of the map, actually, the Nufriel winning that 1v1 versus Guns and Tools, but it does look like someone else is coming into the map as well. Need to be very, very careful. Swiss not in time to come and get that res, but is chosen to go on node and is the best person for that 1v1, able to get some nice conditions off because of that Celestial Amulet. So that is a good job from him. Nufriel will have a bit of trouble. We do see Terran coming in for that rotation to get onto the node. 2v2 currently coming on the mansion point.
Yeah, Demon Lord now going down on the windmill. He kept it neutral for quite a while. Has now died off point, but manages to negate the... Or did he? I think he was just on point. Not really with the animation, but barely with the hitbox. Now we have the short duration of time where we have the opportunity for Toxic Community to maybe really engage in a team fight without a Bunker Guardian. Which could be quite... could be helping them quite a lot.
Yeah, this red team are having trouble over on the far node at the moment, though. You know, they're engaged on that, where the Guardian has actually respawned and coming back into the fight now. Swiss has gone down. No knockback able. Oh no, they got the res.
Stealth. Yeah. Stealth from the engineer.
Oh, look at the Lich coming out. Lich is out.
And there we got the first
Guns
one.
And Tools.
Guns and Tools going down, but the focus on Tissue is too much. Titanium instantly trying to rest, and the stomp comes down. Rally on
very quickly.
And now, of course, the Lich is gone, but he is still alive. Back into Death Shroud, has a bit of survivability in that, and of course a bit of a damage boost. Now we have quite a big lead, even if they win this team fight, of about 130. Well, no, of about 80 points here. 90
points, yeah. I mean, Seishi, they did a good job to, obviously he did rally, but he was still in trouble with so many conditions on just going down there as well on the mansion. So it's still evened up, but Red, you know, it's going to take them a longer amount of time, of course, to back that fight up. So you would give this to Blue, although it's still 2v2, I'm not sure, and no one else is really coming into this node at the moment to actually help them out. I do see another Blue team member just popping their head up there, but we're going to have a 2v2 currently in mid with Guns and Tools, and Law in the down state, very low, well, no res coming out for him.
It's been a 1v1 for quite a while, and then the assistance of Guns and Tools came in, and Nufriel played it really nice, not going for the stomp where he's vulnerable to a bit of burst or maybe just hauling some conditions on him, but rather laying down the grenades on top of the corpse of Law and just kind of out surviving Guns and Tools there until the reinforcements came in from the side. Now Swiss also gone into the point. We have the Trebuchet, currently Seishizu on that, of course, playing a major role in retaking the midpoint.
Bad positioning there from the Ellie, also just the red elementalist, just because that Guns and Tools actually did get the knockback with the big old bomb downed ability and pushed him right into that corner and needed to just position himself a little bit better so he didn't get knocked back, and so could have decapped the point a lot quicker. Loads of these little things make a big difference, and also the red team not noticing that Mr. Lord did go over towards the windmill to get that decap, but of course we do see...
Well, he did notice, but a little bit too late. Just with one tick left on the point, we had the fear from Mr. Law, from his nice little doggy.
His nice little doggy. He's in big trouble now, though. Although the Guardian might be able to come out and actually now probably better to damage Law in all honesty, trying to get a knockback. There we go. Nice fear coming out, which is going to actually just push Demon Lord off the corpse. Some AoE cleave.
Second try. The block ability is out, but the damage on Demon Lord is too much, and on Law as well. Now he's gonna stomp. Nobody's on the node. The fear comes out from Demon Lord. On Demon Lord now going down on point. Yeah, but they are gonna get it anyways, and if they can secure it this way, and in mid, what is happening on mid? Do we have engineers all over the place? Yeah, a little bit of a roof fight.
Playing round the point. Blue getting a few decaps, a couple of caps as well. He is solo versus 2 at the moment. The Nufriel and also why has everyone got names I can't pronounce this evening? Come on, and I need to focus on this. But they should be able to get this node actually, unless Guns and Tools can just jump back onto it. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Red team are going to get a 2 cap. Coming back into this game.
He's not even going to try, and now he is in a bit of a complicated situation because Shishiso is on him. Maybe just trying to outrun them until the reinforcements come in, which for one is going to be Swiss, who is ignoring the midpoint and maybe helping out on the far node instead. Then we have Sakura's momentarily in some trouble against Mr. Law. Swiss Lips coming in, wouldn't even need to, I think. He did really well in that fight.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the reason Law got that decap over on the windmill, and probably before as well, is he was able to knock back Sakura's so far away. Actually, sorry, the warrior coming into the node there, just on the windmill as well. Just to note that quickly with the war banner, just to actually res Sakura's there as well. And Mr. Law doing a good job getting out of the situation fast there, backing up the mid-cap.
Nufriel now going down. Wasn't a 1v2 either way. Mr. Law coming in to finish him off, died off point, midpoint, now back in the hands of Team Mr., who still have a bit of a lead.
Yeah, just as Red Team were pulling it back, you know, just as they were pulling it back, they lost the focus, they lost their caps, and now the thing is, the Guardian's on the Treb. Now, if they can maybe go for the side nodes, he's going to have to really pull that Treb, like, a lot, pardon me, from the side to side, to the point where he's not able to focus each point so quickly. So going for a side node strat is a good idea, although he has advanced into the mid now. So Treb no longer an issue, and Red Team need to try and get the momentum back
nice
that they had
knockback on
before.
Sakuras.
I saw that, yeah. That was
knocked
nice.
down
Where the hell
all
was
the
he?
way. Now Seishizo back into the Lich form. Maybe a bit premature there, is not getting off any damage now, and the damage is on him instead. Stability is still up, but he is gonna... No, he's not gonna go down. We have the Death Shroud, 476 life going down as well, but the Stomp on Law might actually come in. No, Law's back up, Stomp on Shizo, and now Titanium the only one left, because Law went out and wanted to get a decap on the Windmill. Terrangrave might... No, it's not gonna be quick enough, because with the decap he can always just do the knockback. He doesn't have the necessary mobility to be quick enough to get there, but if people come there and don't dodge the knockback, that is pretty much an ensured decap.
Exactly, and he's done that. Look, he's really playing a nice role of almost a thief in that kind of way, going for those like, kind of ninja decaps, because he can stealth to a degree as well, and actually cause a lot of problems, like you said, getting into like that knockback so often. I don't think anyone's dodged that so far in getting that decap. He's done it about 3 times now.
Yeah, Guns and Tools now coming in on the mansion point to help out Swiss, who was losing this 1v1. But now in the 2v2, although gets down while Guns and Tools jumps pretty far, now out of position to get the rest. Stomp is coming through, now he's in the 2v1. That was maybe a bit too aggressive on Titanium. Too much trying to keep him away from the possible target of Nufriel and just chasing after them. Bit of a mistake there.
Red Team again, we're in this situation again. They probably might get the 2 cap, but Blue, oh, look at Law coming in again, pushing off Terran on the midpoint and able to get a couple more caps as well, locking him down there. When he gets that cooldown, watch, Terran might not actually dodge that. They need some help there. 3 versus 1 currently in the mid for the blue team. Can Red get someone else over? There is a 2v1 situation going on over on the mansion. We have seen that Guns and Tools has gone down, but blue have the mid cap, and Red really needs to get this side load really quickly for them to stay in this game, as the time is actually ticking down. As a note, 300 points is only just about to be hit, and we have 4 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, and they are now going for it, but we also have the reinforcements. I am a bit surprised that Titanium actually managed to get away from the midpoint, because if you jump down from a clock tower, you are basically just immediately in the crosshair of the Power Ranger. In this case, no, Law was preoccupied by something else. Shizo is now the target again. They don't want him while he has his Lich ready, which is going to be in 30 seconds when the cooldown comes back up, and then he can wreak some havoc, and maybe it's only a 30-point lead that can be turned around pretty quickly, and this fight might be it.
think so. Getting down Demon Lord is a big thing for them over on this node, and if they can capitalize on it, that would be extremely good for them. I mean, we do see Teskin is at the mid at the moment. We do see Sakaraz is just holding that windmill point, but Teskin is going to push over to the windmill to get that early aggression on, to try and get, maybe if their team can win that fight over on the mansion, they can push towards that node. It does look like Red do want the mansion very much so, trying to go in for the 3v1 now versus Swiss, taking him down. Terran is going to get that secured down, although Demon Lord is coming back in now. Red team need to be careful here.
Fear came in, but
yes, he got it.
Yeah, Swiss died not on point. They got the cap. Demon Lord now there basically for no reason at all needs to leave, I think. Maybe preoccupying 2 people in there, and they might be able to pull it around at the windmill, but there we have 3 people. They are going for the outer point strategy, as you have advised them through your mental power.
Yeah, they should be, because they're doing much better now. Look at Tayskin. I mean, he's just gone down over on the windmill. Demon Lord, if he starts to push towards the windmill as well, he will potentially enter into a fight which will be outnumbered. They need to be very careful now. With only 2 minutes left in the game, 349 points to blue. Red overtaking 351. This is getting quite exciting. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Now we have the first time again that Toxic Community is in the lead, and we have a nice position here from Toxic Community, because they have the Bunker Guardian, which is the class that needs to be moved from point to the point where the strong aggression from Team Mister is gonna come. And the rest, 2 people on one side, the other 2 on the other, so capturing all, distributing across the entire map to quickly move to where the aggression is gonna come. Now Titanium is on the point where Team Mister is. Nufrail already down. Titanium having to stay on point, and the rest is a bit of an off-point fight. Terron maybe a bit too much chasing in there. 2 people should get Swiss up, even if he goes down. This 2v3 is not really that winnable, although they don't really need to. 1 minute still left on the clock, and we now have a 30-point lead for Toxic Community.
They've got the right people over on the mansion at the moment with Titanium and also Terran. They're not going to get them down anytime soon. And because of that death, we have seen Sage come over there as well. And so, oh, look at the bringing out the Necro. He's going to finish off this game, Nick, with 50 seconds to go, taking down Swiss into the down state. Demon Lord is running for his life. He's not going to survive there whatsoever.
Law coming in
next on the list.
Law pretty much the counter to that, trying to get him out of that as quickly as possible. Now back into Death Shroud to survive this attack, but this pretty much did it. 50-point lead. Now with not giving up this point, with keeping the cap on that, they have won it. 26 seconds on the clock. Are we going to get to 50 points now? 20.
We might get to 500. No, I don't. Maybe
no,
not.
We are not.
Kills? Some
well,
kills?
Maybe some kills.
Laura's going to die.
Maybe some kills are going to make it, but the one sure thing, although we have a decap still, but that is not going to change anything. The points stand, time is going to run out, and therefore Toxic Community, with a last-minute rally of all their strength, is going to win the 3rd game in this best of 3.
Fantastic ending to that game. Loving the Necro coming out as well, saying, you know what, screw you.
Aren't you glad
that
we still went into that game?
I am glad. I will say that for nothing, Nick. No price charged. Fantastic. We need a break before we go into the final, though.
I think we do, and that is why we are not going to talk that much and just go into the break. Finals are still coming up, so stay tuned.